This park is in major disrepair. It's about 25 to 30 years old. When I've been over here quite a bit with my daughter, we've noticed that there are sharp parts to this play structure that kids could get cut on. There are horseshoe pits over to the left-hand side that are just ancient, and I'm just waiting for someone to get hurt on there. Some of the plastic structure has been melted by cigarette lighters and that, and in general it's in need of an upgrade, and it's about time that something happens before something happens to one of the kids.
So they've got a major liability issue.
They do. They really do. And I mean, I started to frequent this park during my mat leave with my daughter, and you know, we'd bring our picnic blanket and sit over there, and it can be quite a busy park, especially during the day and after dinner, because it's nice and cool here, and the kids like to watch the trains come by. But when I was over here on my mat leave, I really started to notice that there was a daycare that was frequenting this park, because they don't have a play structure by where the daycare is housed, and it really started to bother me that, you know, if there were just little things that I was noticing walking around with my daughter, you know, what happens when there's a ton of kids here and the parents aren't up on the structure, and someone gets cut or something rusted, you know, nicks their arm. I mean, we call this tetanus park, and it's really because we're just waiting for someone to need to go to the hospital and get a tetanus shot from being cut on some of the rusted out parts.
You called your counselor, Gary Crawford, and what did he say to you?
We did. He was kind enough to come out. So he did meet with us on a Saturday morning and came to look at the park, and he did acknowledge that it was worse for wear, and that it would cost somewhere between $150,000 to $200,000 to fix, and that he would get back to me and let me know when, based on Parks and Rec. I guess Parks and Rec has a certain number of parks that they update every year, and they were to let me know when the next update for this Natal park would be. And they told me that the design would be somewhere around 2019, with the actual rebuild somewhere around 2020. In a perfect world, it would happen tomorrow. Just simply, I mean, by the time 2020 rolls around, you know, my daughter is going to be a bit too old for this play structure, and like I say, it's just a matter of time before something happens.
Heaven!